Welcome back, Kiss Army, to another episode of We Are One.
You wanted the best and you got the best, the hottest channel in the land. We are one. Here I am and here you are. Welcome to the show and welcome to Psycho Circus Kiss Army as we dive into the void of Kistery. Here at We Are One, Kistery will be preserved with interviews both old and new and the breaking news you need. Now, let's go shout it out loud. Gene Simmons saying that he would be nowhere without Paul Stanley. Paul and Gene had both done recent interviews with Guitar World where they were both asked several questions about their history of Kiss, as well as the End of the Road tour, as well as their legacy and what's next for Kiss. And part of that interview, Gene was asked about his relationship with Paul and asking where he would be without all of his partnership with Paul for all these years. The question Gene was asked was, "Your relationship with Paul Stanley goes back almost half a century," to which Gene replies, "I've known him longer than anyone other than my mother." Gene is then asked, "Well, there you go. Had you not met Paul all those years ago, where would Gene Simmons be right now?" Gene responds with, "Where would I be? Nowhere. Because there was something called chemistry. Although it's fair to say Paul and I are completely different people, but we're two different sides of the same coin. I don't have any brothers or sisters on my mother's side, but certainly Paul would be the brother I never had. And we constantly disagree about all sorts of things, but we share the important values that make great relationships last a lifetime. Love of family, don't abandon your kids, show up on time, do the work, be gracious, have a work ethic, do all that stuff. And if you're lucky, and if you're blessed to have the right thing at the right place at the right time, then you're even more lucky if you find somebody else you can work with. Because if Jagger has an off night, the Stones aren't so good. But if I have an off night, I know Paul's going to push it through to the goal. Same as when he has an off night. And don't kid yourself, Tommy and Eric often give us good kicks in the pants too." It seems to me that Gene is definitely humbled himself over the last several years, ever since the mid-90s, when Kiss's popularity was starting to dwindle between like the Kiss convention era up until now. It seems that Gene's kind of slowly mellowed and really taken a perspective and look at the hindsight of seeing how lucky he has been. And it seems that even more, especially if you go to any Kiss expo or anything or a meet and greet where Gene's there, I know from my personal experience when I did that, Gene was the one spending the most time with fans. I remember I had Eric, Tommy, and Paul had already signed my stuff and I had already gotten my pictures and talked with them. But Gene was like a quarter of the way down and I was probably halfway down the line and Gene was still on like the 10th or 12th person because he was just spending so much time with fans. And my conversation with Gene that I had is something that I will treasure forever as it's something that you could really tell that Gene was definitely taking his time with fans and really taking it all in. And I think that when Gene did his Gene Simmons Band tour, Gene bringing people up on stage and just kind of keeping it real loose is something that kind of shows that, as well as his approach to his music on stage, is having more fun with it than he has in the past. And I think that that's real clear in the way Gene presents himself at that point. Thank you guys for watching. May God bless you. And remember, God give rock and roll to you.
God bless you.